How's it going? Um, yeah, so yesterday we left the script in kind of a state. I mean, I guess technically it's not doing anything wrong, per se. Like it should still run, like when I started up, right? But it's like very halfway done, I guess. Oh, before I forget, yesterday when I was testing out the tweet batches, I put the batch count down to 1, just for testing purposes. And that's not supposed to be at 1. It's supposed to be, oh, hey, Potato, how's it going? Welcome. You were here so fast, I wasn't even, like, paying attention to chat yet, but hey, how's it going? Yeah, I literally started streaming, like, a few seconds ago, so I don't have anything up and running yet, but I'll switch over in just a second. Oh, okay. Nice to see you. Okay. All right, so actually, before I run the script, I'm going to fix that one thing. So let's where is that one thing? Here, count equals 1. It actually equals 200 for the actual script. Not that it really matters, because like we also just don't really need this to be running yet, really. Like I'm gonna leave it running so that way, I don't know, in case there are weird errors that we'll need to handle at some point, then we can start learning about those up front and getting those under control. Excuse me. But until that happens, I'm gonna just keep working with the script in the state. Yes. Oh, right. So so far in the backlog, all I have is this giant this giant task that kind of represents everything. But I think I'm gonna start breaking it down because I don't want to forget things at this point. So I know we have to like actually process incoming tweet data because right now all we do is print it. We just print it and then disregard it. But we don't necessarily want to do that with the actual data. We'll want to do something with it. So that's an important thing. What else do we need to do? We need to load. We need to load and save. Load and update, I guess I'll call it. Update participation data. Because right now I'm pretty sure we hey, Creative, how's it going? Welcome. Right now we load, but we do not. No, we save, but we don't load or update that data. So we'll want to do that. Those are like the biggest ones, I think. And then so then some other things that I want to handle are okay, so I want to like well, I mean down the line, like yeah, I might as well add them now. Because like down the line I know I want to like link accounts. That one might be a little hairy, but again, I do want to do it at some point. It's pretty important to get done at some point. So so linking accounts, and then that might be enough for now. There are some other things that are like smaller, like components of these other things that I feel like doing, but these are like these are like the broad strokes. Not as broad as just saying like, hey, the entire feature, but still fairly broad. So actually process incoming tweet data. Which of these do I want to do first? I think load and update participation data. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this first. I mean, who knows? But I think I'm gonna start with this one. So why not? Give it a shot. See how it goes. Okay. I have a new background. I don't know if it's noticeable, but oh, here. Wait, let me. It would be more noticeable if there wasn't tons of things in the way. But I made a new. Oops, sorry, just one second. I made the backdrop. So hey, look at that. All right. Oh, my head's covering up the D, so it probably looks like. Wait here. I don't know what the best position for my head is, so it's not covering up the D in SideQuest. Um, whatever. Sorry. I don't know. I like it. I think. I don't know. We'll see how I like it. Marty, welcome. How's it going? Um, so, uh, wait, what's all this? Why is it printing this stuff out multiple times? I should have printed this once and then not printed it anymore. But instead it's like printing it. Alright, well that's interesting. Because it wasn't doing that yesterday. Oh. Wait. Why is it only getting 2 of the 3? There's a lot that's weird about that. Like if anything, it should be getting all 4 or all 3, but it's not. It's just getting 2. And why is it getting 2 at all? It shouldn't be getting those. We even tested this yesterday, and it worked. All right, so clearly the floor is not updating correctly because the ceiling is updating correctly as far as I can tell, in that it keeps staying at 999999. Yeah, I must have just missed a step. I guess like I didn't correctly handle the case where everything comes in at once, and then we don't need to do more. The length of new search is greater than 0, yeah. Okay, so if the length of ID1 is less than or equal to floor. No, we set floor equal to new floor. Oh, is that we never set new floor. Right, we never set new floor. So we have to do this here too. Oh, so we're doing it in either case. So we can just do it outside here. Because new floor always goes up. So we can just always check if it should go up. And then it will always go up. Alright, so yeah, that's... sorry, I'm gonna bring down the script for a second, and then bring it back up again. Just to... I mean, it's not like... No, it wouldn't have been the worst thing if I just let that ride, but I just want to make sure that it does now work, I guess. And it should work, right? It's all in order, because new floor is always getting updated. If new search is length 0, then, in fact, we don't update new floor, because if we didn't get any results, then we didn't get any new higher results. So that should be good. All right. Oh, yeah. So yesterday, the last thing I did was, I haven't tested it yet. Oh, so I should probably test it, because I could do a little more work before I test it. No, it wouldn't be the worst idea to test it now. Although, because I have tweets set up, sorry, I'm just going to open Safari, because I have the, so now when I test with Trusty Bard right now, because I actually set up the thing where it like will tweet on his behalf, I think like just running tests using the secret control panel will cause will cause more tweets to go out. So that's fine. I can always just clean them up if needed. All right, yeah, that's fine. Maybe I should I test a little more? Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it just occurred to me. Since we're processing tweets during the event, processing tweets during an event is different than processing tweets after an event or between events, because there are two scenarios. During an event, we could process a tweet for the event. Yeah, so we can process tweets during an event or outside of an event, and the tweet can either be for the event or outside of the event, but in either of those combinations, like we can process it during an event for an event, or not during an event for an event, or yeah. Okay, so when we get there, it's gonna be a little funny, but I think we have the pieces that we need to set it up that way. When we get there, I hope. Either way, I'll run the script again and give a quick test to see if it does in fact work. That'd be nice. Who knows? Maybe it'll just crash. So so wait, this, I mean, hypothetically, not that it super matters, but like hypothetically, this is the start of your journey. I don't know. I'm not gonna get like thematic or anything. So like you encounter a what do you encounter at the edge of town? You find a small injured animal at the outskirts of town. Will you tend to it's possessive. It does not have an apostrophe. Its wounds, or look out for predators. The event system. I'm sorry, I was holding it on. I was dragging the window around. Oh, I really can't do that. Or else I need to find a way to make it so that I can drag the window around without freezing the game. You find a small injured animal at the outskirts with you tend to its wounds. Yeah, event types. I guess, I don't know, whatever. This will be event type 0. Oh, whoa. That's funny. Yesterday I thought I would prefer to have the Excelsior, but the activate events button on the right side of the panel. Okay, welcome back, Potato. I was thinking the activate event button would be most comfortable on the right side of the panel, but my mouse just naturally gravitated towards the left side. I don't know what that was about. Maybe I should put it back on the left side. Anyways, Excelsior. Yep, there we go. Tkinter did not like that. List and int. What are you trying to do? What are you doing, Tkinter? Participation ID. Oh, derp. Length of participation ID -1, not participation list -1. All right. So shoot, I have to restart the script again. Okay. All right. So I'll rerun the script in just a second, and until then, what should I be doing? I'm working. Yeah. So the next step, right? So what we set up yesterday is at the end of an event, hypothetically now, there's a good for you, Potato. Sounds like you have a diverse diet. Oh, did that get tweeted? No, it didn't get tweeted yet. All right, good. It crashed before it got tweeted, so that's good. I had a banana for breakfast. I usually have an apple for breakfast. What a coincidence. Are you psychic? Yes, okay, so now, hypothetically, if we didn't crash and we got to the end of the event, hypothetically at that point, we would start saving out participation data. Oh. Yeah, I mentioned errors earlier and stuff, and now that I think about it, like, what about the error when, like, I try and initiate an event and it fails to post to Twitter, and then the event doesn't have a, ooh. Alright, so I'll have to, I'm not going to add it right now, but I'm guessing at some point in the future I need to, like, actually I can't just assume every event that comes through the events panel or my secret panel has an associated Twitter, there's an associated tweet with it, because like in the case that it fails, like I don't know, I could like try and retry or something, but like there's also going to be this, like it doesn't happen often, but like occasionally Twitter might be down hypothetically. Uh, it doesn't happen often, but it could happen, and so I think like at some point there has to be like the decision to like call it off, like stop trying to tweet, just consider this not a tweeted event. So actually, I guess yeah, no, I can still do that because yeah. So I'll just have to set it so that when that happens, like I mean maybe it'll happen already because like the participation ID initializes to -1, and we already check if equals -1, because that differentiates events made through the secret panel from events that are like automated or come from a chat GM. Yeah. Um, so uh, all right, I can probably rerun the script at this point, I hope, because I ran out of things to talk about idly. I don't want to change the script before I rerun it, because if I change it, then I'll likely introduce more crashes. I don't want to do that. What is this part that I have commented out? I think this is like the old way of doing things. Wait, why don't I do this anymore? Oh, because I do it down here instead. Yeah, this was before I. Yeah, this is the old system from before I started parsing for facts, and so yeah, this section. This just works a little differently now. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can rerun the script now, I think. All right. Probably. Hopefully. Let's find out. Okay. So. I'm just gonna leave the graphics there in case we hit another crash real fast. So the same thing. I actually keep going over to this side of the control panel when I'm ready to like hit OK. So maybe I should put it back there. For some reason, I don't know. I thought it would be better over here, but right. So Excelsior. Nope. What this time? Participation ID dot tweet ID. List object has no attribute ID. Twit has no attribute ID? That doesn't make any sense. This is the only thing that we're checking to have an attribute ID. Twit and end tweets. Oh, wait, what? Append? Wait, what? Oh, right. No. Right. Yeah. Oh, post updates. Plural. Oh. So this should be extend for now. Yeah, because updates returns a list. So this should be extend. It's supposed to actually be append update, but I haven't. Oh, that's okay. So that's another thing that I should put on the list so that I don't forget it, because apparently I just forgot it for a little while. Oh, did I? Oh no. Okay, I already have it on the list. Break tweets at punctuation. All right. Okay, I haven't forgotten it. Yeah. So that's important at some point. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna restart the script again. Sorry about that. Script down. 1 sec. I said script down. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, I guess it's a good thing I chose to test it, because we're unraveling a lot of these things now instead of a little while later. So I'm gonna not wait for more. I'm not gonna wait for the whole. Yeah, no, I'm actually just literally not gonna wait. Oh, did that get? Oh, yeah, look, it got posted to Twitter, so that's cool. So if if that had meant anything, then that would have been neat. Yeah, it didn't fail to post. It just failed to process what posted. So I don't know what the outcome to that event though was. I guess I'll just make up an outcome. So the outcome to that event was, again, I really don't need to be constructing a narrative right now. What I need to be doing is testing, uh, testing that to see if the system works. So, all right, I'm just gonna, yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna wait for the character list to repopulate. I'm just gonna say what. So there's a small. I'm just gonna delete this one and try again. Oops, copy. Delete. Not that it super matters, but all right. So Excelsior. Okay, so now it's like working and stuff, and probably got tweeted out again, and it's not crashing, right? No crashes. Good. I like that. I like that better. All right. Yeah. Is the whole Twitter searching thing working now? I assumed it's working now, but actually I haven't tested it again. So that'll be something else that we can look for. Yeah. So. Yeah, so stuff happens, and then, I guess, whatever, I'll participate. I'll do what? I'll, tend to its wounds. And then, wait, what's, oh, yeah. That's funny. I should probably disable this this thing when we're doing an event, because I use the vertical bars as in a different way here, and it'll just make that label get all stupid. All right, so conclude event. There it crashes again. All right, that's what I was kind of expecting. New ev. Oh yeah, whoops! I accidentally used new ev, where I was just trying to use cur ev. Dupes. Just the once. All right. All right, so what was it? It was like last week I implemented a system, and then it only ever had like 2 bugs in it, and that was like that was great. It was magical. All right, I'm just gonna keep like rapid fire testing. So it's a bunny now. The bunny skitters the bunny hops where? I guess like off in yeah, so the bunny hops off to the east. Will you follow the trail south, or venture west into the woods? Oh wait, I don't like forks. Yeah, being a GM is hard in this game, so I really shouldn't care about. That. So I don't know. I'll say. Oh yeah, how do you? I guess that is a funny sort of quandary. Like so. I mean, I don't want to. I guess like in general. I mean, again, it doesn't matter because these don't have to be like narratively coherent events, because I'm just using them to test the game. But this is actually another thing that interests me, and I should be paying attention to when it comes up. Is like what's like, how would I recommend structuring these things? Because I mean, I made this game. Hypothetically, I should have an idea of how to how it's played. So so I'll just say, do you look? Yeah, that seems fine. Do you look south? down the trail or west into the woods. Because like looking doesn't like split the group up, and I guess the movement is kind of implied based on subsequent events. I don't know. That's my explanation. That's my rationale. Whoa, what just happened there? What was it trying to do when it crashed? If crash trying to delete what? Bad text index? Am I like deleting it twice or something? Why would it have bad? I mean, I'm literally getting the index from tkinter. So how could it have a bad? How could tkinter be giving itself a bad index? Oh. Oh, I might know why. No, I bet I know what that is. It's because this is actually happening on a separate thread. Uh, so, um, so that was just a collision, which I hadn't gotten before, but hey, all right, so what do I do to avoid that collision? I guess I can set I can just instead of actually deleting and changing the text here, I can do that on the other thread, and I can just like instead here I can just set a string of what it's supposed to of what I want I can just set a string of what I want that text to be if I want that text to be something. Oh no, I can't. I could do it the other way around. I could always change the text on the main thread rather than changing it, because the other thread is like tkinter doing its own thing. Interesting. Well, the good news is this: I introduced this crash months ago, so it's nothing broken with what we're working on now. It's just one that I just hadn't found until now. Excuse me. So I guess yeah, I'll edit the. Well, actually, no. You know what I can do is I just don't even have to delete the text up here, because this is the collision. Or no, where's the collision? The collision was with this one, because we just created an event and we deleted the event. We deleted the event text, but we don't have to delete the event text. We can just leave it up, and then that thing down there that collided, that will automatically clear the event text in the near future. So we don't have to worry about that. Is this one going to cause a collision? Maybe. I mean, yeah, this one could cause the same collision. So should I just get rid of it? Yeah. There's not much harm there. And if I need to, like if it ever gets convenient that the text doesn't clear itself automatically, the entire script exploded. The entire universe exploded. All of the side questia, or whatever this land is called, just dematerialized in an instant. It was really traumatic. Hey Zero. Yeah, so I'll just not delete that text. I'll just let it get deleted by itself. Wait, wait, wait. How did that happen? maybe it just seems crazy that it didn't either always happen or like or never happened. Like it seems weird that it would just happen once, considering. Nah, I don't know. It's threads. I don't understand threads. Or I don't spend a lot of time parsing the exact details of how they work. I get like roughly that's basically like two things happening at the same time, and you can't really assume which is happening at what time or like when or like how they line up in terms of their timelines. All right, so I'll just do this for now. Uh, yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. All right, I'm stop worrying about it. All right, so save that. Run the script. Uh, oh yeah, just a heads up, Zero. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm testing out. I'm testing stuff, so it's the script is coming up and down a lot. So oh yeah, so the bunny. Who knows what the outcome was of that? So I'll just choose one. So uh, uh, so like to the west, uh, you see or to the west lies faint path of broken twigs. Yes. I should play SNES games sometime. Oh, don't worry. I do play games fairly often. I just I do it on the couch eating nachos without my camera on. All right, so the west lies a faint path of broken twigs. Um, uh, oh, I didn't have an event in mind when I started typing. I just wanted this line to be less like not incoherent. Uh, you you so you you sorry, I'm just thinking about how to conjugate this. You won't so you won't you can't you can't see around the bend, or you can't see past past some bramble. Sorry, I don't do this right. Zero would be better at this than I am, but I have to do it because it only works through the secret panel right now. You can't see past some brambles without getting closer. Um, or actually, I don't like double negatives. You could see past a bramble patch if you got closer. The how many hours do I develop per day? It varies. Hey Skyfox. I would say on average it's probably, I don't know, my schedule's been really weird lately. I try and do like 30 to 50 hours, so like 40 hours a week. But I've been really distracted by like non-development stuff. So I I've been a lot of my time has been getting cut into by just other like life stuff. So you can see past the bramble patch if you got closer. What's the other thing though? Uh, uh, you detect a faint uh, about 120 characters. Odor. Whoops, odor spelled correctly. On the wind. 139 characters. Excelsior. Hey, no crashes yet. So far, so good. Although I think last time we were crashing at the end of the event. So, why didn't it play the event noise? Whatever. Doodly doot. That's the event noise, right? I should. It'd be nice if it actually played the event noise like consistently, because if there's like some sort of fine, I'll play. Detect. If there's a if there's a yeah, no, if there's any like common factor as to like when it does or doesn't play, then oh cool. Detect 100%. It's a little weird that it has a period at the end of it when it's not a sentence. So what would I do there? That's in the sorry. It's super important. I'll get back to what I was doing in a second, but it's just super important to me that when Trusty Bard is, so what if the event's not live? Yeah, if the event's not live, then no. If the event is live, then Trusty Bard will ditch the period at the end. Okay. Sorry. Super quick point of business. Wow, the script is so big. It's getting really long, you guys. It's starting to get a little bit long. So, what was I gonna change? It was in the right. It was in the part where we say q.append the outro string. Right. So if cur ev.live then we will say q outro string from indexed from the start to the second, or like excluding the final character. Else we'll also just say the whole thing. Super important. So important. Actually, what if we just didn't add that period character? Where's the period get added? Oh yeah. Actually no, so we don't have to change how we say it, we just change whether we add it or not. So put that back to how it was. Yeah, so if the current event is live, then, or if not cur ev live, then we will add the outro. We'll add the period at the end of the outro string. All right, cool. Oh, so I guess that could be an else if, but yeah, I guess that can be an else if. There's no reason for it not to be an else if. Although structurally speaking, it's not an else if, but whatever. It's fewer lines. Okay, so cool. And then okay, yeah. So that really didn't matter, but I fixed it. Yay! Projects. Journey. Sorry, don't mind me. Participation, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Alright, cool. So that looks all good, right? because this is the tweet ID, which should match up with this URL if we go to it, which seems to, right? Yeah, that's the same URL. It has 0, which is the value. The value is 0? That doesn't seem right. Okay, well that seems weird. I don't think that's correct. But this could be the time for all I know. I don't really know how the time works. And this is the player list, so I mean this is the list of actions, so the rest of it seems okay. Interesting. Yeah. So the value. Let's look at that. I guess let's see what's up with that. Oh, I can. I'm probably not going to be restarting the script a ton right now, so I'll just shuffle this off to the side. And yeah, this doesn't clear itself automatically anymore, so I'll just clear that. Okay. The value we set. I mean, we set that. We did technically change how that gets set, but right. So no, this is not the part where we set the values. The values get set. Late val. Yeah. So for yeah, late val. Late value equals 1. If values, hold on. Is the late val actually 0 right now? Well, I guess I can just check. Variable Explorer. Variables. Oops, it's in the L section, not the V section. Late val. Late val is 0 right now. Why would late val be 0? Oh, because it's an else case. It's not an else if case. Yeah, it actually is 0 right now. All right, so that was just an oversight. Else if values 2 equals 0. Yes. Okay. That was just a minor oversight. Yeah, I changed how this was set up in order to accommodate that yesterday, and I didn't break the new thing. I broke the old thing. All right, so that should be fine, except that there's no points for late entrance until I restart the script. So I should probably restart the script at some point. I'm gonna bring it. Sorry, I'm gonna bring it down now, and I'll restart it in just a moment. Other than that, everything seemed fine. So I'm gonna assume the rest of that is in fact fine. Oh. You know, one thing that I need to do, though, is I need to know how to convert... Ooh. Wait. Oh. Wait. I might want to keep track of this time differently. Because, no, yeah, you know what I need to do is, like, the reason I'm keeping track of this time is because... Well, basically, I need to convert between this time scale and Twitter's timescale, because so I should probably do this as a relative time. I shouldn't do this as like I should like count the number of seconds between when the event starts and when the event ends. So yeah, where do I calculate that? Frame, right? Oh yeah, so right now I'm literally just using frame time, but I think instead what I want to do is yeah, because so we're keeping track of this to determine whether a tweet came in before or after the end of the event, because if a tweet came in before the end of the event, it gets full credit, whereas if it came in after the event, it gets the late dictionary value. Excuse me. So yeah, with all the other event stuff, let's just add in like event start time equals 0, and then just when we initiate an event, we'll set the event start time. And then we'll just use that to check. So init, where's the init event? Oh, yeah, it's a little further down because we initialize a lot of stuff these days. init growth, init event. Here we go. All right, so if init event equals to, no, not necessarily if init event equals to, just, see, look, event sound dot play, like it's always, like it should always evaluate. There should be no way to initiate the event without playing this audio, but who knows? I'll just try putting it first. Wait, because there's no way that the event can fail to initiate. So maybe it's just getting. I don't think that shouldn't really change anything. there's no reason to think that'll work better or worse than before, but whatever. Event start time equals frame time. Yes, and then so now when we save out that value, we'll save it instead as oh. You know, it's funny. Huh. Yeah, it just occurred to me, like, the Twitter feed seemed a little funny because, it was just, oops, wrong button. It was literally just, like the event line, the event text, like, just event text followed by event text followed by event text. And there's never any, like, resolution to it. It's just question, question, question. But I guess actually the way, like, I've kind of structured it, like, that is roughly how it would go. I mean, I'm thinking of, like, setting it up so that the other lines come in, so, like, the bonuses and, like, like, the bonus text, the, like, the items and stuff, or the facts, or whatever you want to call them. But I haven't set those up yet. I don't know, it just feels like it should go. I don't know. I actually don't know which way I'd like better. Like when it's just questions, like it feels less narrative. I mean, I guess you kind of can get the story from that, especially because like this one this event asks south or west, and the very next event talks about the west. So you can kind of deduce what might have happened there. But it also on the other hand, if I, so it makes me think there should be like little like interstitial, like conclusive, because that's like how the game tends to play, right? There's an event and then there's the resolution. So like, yeah, it feels like it's lacking any points of resolution. Maybe that's okay though, because if I added those in, then it would feel more inert, like it would literally feel resolved. And so like the extent to which, I don't know what is wrong with Safari. I don't know why I can't just display this stuff like a normal website. But sorry. Yeah, maybe if there was a sense of a resolution, it wouldn't feel as interactive. Because I don't know. So maybe it's fine for now. I don't know. That's like just seeing this. That's what comes to mind. So yeah. Okay. So the where's the part where we actually save out the participation stuff is here. Frame time. So yeah. So now it's not frame time anymore. It's frame time minus event start time. Yes. Save that. And yeah, so that's still a float, but now it's a float representing the difference in seconds. So this data is like invalid now. I'll just set it to like, just so it doesn't like break stuff, I'll just set it to like 120 seconds or something. I mean, it's not going to break stuff, I don't think. It shouldn't. I hope. Okay. Actually, I guess it could, hypothetically. Anyways, I mean, the other thing I could do with, oh, no, never mind. No, I do need to do that. Okay, right. Because otherwise cheating. I was gonna say I could be a little more lenient on Twitter, but if I go lenient, I could encourage cheating that way by accident. So, what to do then? Right. So now at the end of the event, we're setting up that participation data, as we just saw. Like some data is getting generated here. What we're not doing is anything else with this data. We're never updating this data, and we're never loading this data at the start of the script. Oh, the script is still down. I can bring it back up. Right. I never remember to, but I can. There's also nothing to stop me from remembering, hypothetically. Uh, uh, yeah, the secret panel isn't very secret, since it's like always on screen at this point. I might want to do something about that. Oh, you know what I could do is instead of making it square-like, I can make it like long and wide, and then it would just fit underneath SideQuest. Like SideQuest, the visuals of SideQuest would hide the panel itself, and that way, whenever SideQuest is running, I would have like a place on screen that I could hide it. I might want to do that at some point. In fact, I'm pretty sure I do. So make secret panel panel short and wide. All right. Cool. What? Okay, that was weird. But okay, so I think first I'm just gonna load the data in at start, because I don't know. I feel like that's more important right now. Yeah, because I'm gonna be restarting the script a lot for one thing. So, what do I want to do here? I want to just like when I'm loading other stuff in, I want to take an inventory of like. Oh, I also want to save out another point of data, which is the process for processing tweets. I don't have to do that first. I'll do this other thing first. And when I'm processing tweets, I have to remember to save my progress in terms of like having processed tweets. And then when I run the script, I have to let the Twitter data collection know where to start, and et cetera, et cetera. So, all right, onwards. I'm not running Twitch alerts. Whoops. Pardon. Okay, so let's go to the place where we load stuff, which is above here. We tend to load in data above here, in like this section is usually where that happens. Does it matter when I load this data? Not really. Like relative to the rest of the data, it's pretty arbitrary. So I'll do it before we run the threads, of course, because that's important. So I'll just do it here. So I'll call it load PTCP list to differentiate it from the list that we use once it's loaded. Equals what is it? It's like directory. No, it's like OS. What is it? OS lister. Yes. Okay. OS. OS.lister. Participation. And then for PI in load PTCP list with open what would it be, participation or participation slash plus PI for the file name as pdata or whatever. So now we have the data open, and we can just read it back in the same way we wrote it out. So we can just say lines equals split or is equals pdata dot read dot split on, first we split on the new line character, because as we saw the data points were broken up into lines. So then we can so the other thing we should know is that like this data always gets saved out with the exact 5 lines of data. The tweet IDs, the value that the value of this was also not 0. The value of this was 1. So I'm just going to edit this data. So the tweet IDs, the value, the time range, the duration, I guess, the action tags, and the participants. So we can always assume those 5 lines, because if one of those lines doesn't exist, it means we have bad data, and there are worse things afoot. So lines. Okay, so so I guess like it's like I wonder if it's legit to just go like for like TWTI in. I think that should be legit. Like I don't need to keep that list around. I just for TWTI in lines index 0 dot split on space character, because so I use new line to indicate like the data points, and then I just put spaces between these things because these things don't have spaces in them otherwise. Oh yeah, technically for this participation list, I want to keep track of not just Twitch names, but also Twitter names. And I think that I'll just keep them probably in the same list. And I'll just like, if it starts with an @ it's a Twitter name. If it starts not with an @ it's a Twitch name. I think it's just the way it's up. Because otherwise we'd need to keep 2 separate lists, which we could. Except that would get more awkward to append, because like when I open this data, I don't want to have to, like whenever I edit this data, I just want to append to the end of it. I don't want to like have to do anything more complex. So yeah, okay, so for in lines 0 dot split. Okay, so these are each of our oh yeah, no, you know, it just occurred to me is that we need to have these things defined before we load in the data, because this is what we're populating with this data. So these guys here are oops. Jonas, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Oh, is that text still on screen? No, okay. Yeah, that event. I was just having fun with the my secret panel. Because I think you were here the other day, and I was just testing out the new stuff. It's not working yet, but it's like halfway there, and so it's only working through the secret panel right now. So I was using the secret panel for testing purposes. All right. Right now we're loading in the participation data. Specifically, we're splitting up the lines that keeps all the tweet IDs, because there could be multiple tweet IDs. So we have to do 2 things here. We have to say actually we have to do a few things. In fact, we have to do one of them before we actually even get to this step. The first thing that we have to do is append. So PTCP list, because PTCP list. Each item in PTCP list represents a participation. So we append a new participation. Participation isn't. I don't know. Calling it participation is a little weird, but whatever. I don't care. That's what we're doing. So the first thing we do is we append a new one, because each of these data files we read in represents one participation. So now we can say PTCP list index -1, because that's the one we're working with. It's the one we just added. We'll always be appending them to the end of the string, so we can always use the last one. Index 0 dot tweet IDs, I think we called it. Tweet IDs equals, or no, dot append, because this is also a list, because there could be multiple tweet IDs, so append twti as an integer, I think, or as a long, I think is how that works. I don't know. What don't you like about this? No, okay, that's fine. Good. Hopefully that's how that works. We'll find out. So PTCP list. Oh yeah. So then the other thing that we do is the dictionary can have multiple entries for each. Oh. Yeah, sorry. The PTCP dictionary gets an index for every tweet ID, because you can, if an event runs long, if an event splits onto two separate tweets, then hypothetically you could reply to either of them. Hypothetically, the way I'm setting it up, you could reply to either of them with either action, but I feel like that's fine. Like, alternately, I could treat them separately and, like, have it so you have to choose the correct action to the one that you replied to, but that's dumb, in my opinion. Alright. So tweet ID equals, and so the reason we have this dictionary is to look up the corresponding index in the participation list. So so what it equals is the length of participation PTCP list -1. Yeah. Okay. And then I think that's all we have to do with the tweet IDs. Now let's say for or no, we don't have to say for, but we can just say participation list index 1 dot value equals excuse me, the integer version of line 1, the PTCP list index -1 can equal, or what did I call the time value? Because it didn't always represent duration. It used to represent time, end time. Yeah, I should actually just change the name of that, because now it's a little bit misleading. Oh, but this is the first time I'm actually referencing it. So, so good then. I can just call it duration. And we don't need to know that, we don't need to keep track of we can keep track of the time in relative terms, because we know the start of the event based on the timestamp of the tweet that represents the event. Oh. What happens if I accidentally delete a tweet? Or like a tweet gets like, can a tweet get like deleted? Can one of your tweets get deleted? Like, I assume Twitter administrators could like delete a tweet if they find it offensive. I don't know what I do in that case. I guess I'll just have to be cognizant of that, just in case. And like, if and when that happens, I don't know. I guess like just put in like error checking. Like, does this tweet exist? And if it doesn't. No, I'm really not sure what that means yet, but I don't have to know what that means yet, so cool. Alright, so duration equals the float version of line 2. And then, alright, so now for line 3, let's say AI equals, or for AI in, pardon, lines index 3 dot split on space character. Same thing as before, PTCP lists index -1 dot actions dot append. append just append AI, because these are strings. And then last but not least, for I don't know, whatever AI in in lines index. Actually, I usually use li. Not that it matters, but I just usually use li. And I don't always clean up these variables, so I might as well at least recycle. Alright, so lines 4, pardon.split. Also on the space character. PTCP list index -1 dot players dot append index li. Or no, append, not index li. Why is that? Where are the square braces? Append is supposed to be in parentheses. Yeah. Alright, save that. Alright, so now if I were to restart the script right now, then the participation data for this event should work, hypothetically. And now that we have that data, or now that we'll be having that data, hypothetically, actually, I guess technically this data is still... Oh, wait. The old version of this data is loaded in, right? Because I haven't restarted the script since we created this data. I think that... Did I? I forget, actually. I should keep track of that, because that's kind of important. No. So this data is not in the system, because I have restarted the script. Alright, I want to test that at some point. I guess I might as well test it now. So I'm going to bring down the script for a second. And so now the other thing we can start doing is, now when we read in tweets, we can actually check stuff. We can so when we read in a tweet, we have so yeah, right now all we do is we just print it. We're just like, hey, look, we got a tweet, and then just forget about it. But what we can do here is we can say like, if tweet or tweet dot ID in ptcp dict dot keys, if this is the... Wait, no, not tweet ID. What is it? It's like tweet, like reply to ID or whatever. It's like, what we want here is the index of the tweet to which this person was replying. Because if this person was replying to someone, then so in reply to status ID. Yes. Okay. So if tweet dot in reply to status ID is in ptcp dict keys, this means that the tweet that we just got was it was in response to an event, and could represent... We don't know for a fact that it represents valid participation in the event, but we can see, we can try and find out. So, oh yeah, participation in an event is a little weirder now, because we check a few things. No, all right. So how should we do this? First, we should check if any of the action tags for the event exist in the text, in the tweet. Because if none of the action tags exist, then it's not like valid participation. So before we fret too much about it, we should say, yeah, we should do the we should do the research thing, where we look for Vinny. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. We should do the so find research. Yeah, this guy here. So if that's the case, then we'll say we'll look for we'll look through so research, we'll say equals any of the action tags, which in this case we can actually just call hashtags, because on Twitter that's what they're called. I'm so the side quest, the program that's... Oh wait, I should have done. There's nothing down there, is there? Yeah, no, it's not on right now. If side quests are running, right now, and I guess I could rerun it. I'll just comment this out for a second. And Micro Awesome, hey, how's it going? Welcome. You are welcome to stay as long as you would like, as long or as short as you would like. All right, here I'll rerun the script. Hey, new follower. Vinny, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Here, let me run that game that I was talking about. So this game here. Well, oh wait. Oh no, it's crashing. Oh no. Hold on. What's happening here? No built-in. Oh, I was putting append in square braces for some reason. I was indexing too many things, and so I went a little overboard with the square braces. Sorry about that. Okay. This game, yeah. All right, so this game that we have here, right now it plays in chat, and I'm setting it up so that we can play it on Twitter as well, in case you're like, because there are times in your life where you can't be watching a stream at all times of your life, and so this way people, even if they can't watch the stream, they can still play along, I guess. I do that sometimes too. I'm always so nervous about it when I have to refollow someone, because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna think that I hate them or something. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's always what goes through my brain when I have to refollow someone. Okay. So all we're doing now, actually, yeah, here. So we can see here. We got huh. Wait a second. What was hold on, let me check this debug log, because does this make sense? Oh yeah, it probably does make sense. Hold on. Let's see if it makes sense. So the am I famous now? srsly.bz on Twitter. Where's the other one? There should be one more. Are we really only getting 2 now? Well, I mean, the other one did come in like 4 days ago, so maybe like 4 days is like the limit. That could be okay, because I don't usually go more than 4 days without streaming, so but like, I guess if I did, then I don't know, I might want to, if 4 days really is the hard limit on this stuff, I might want to make like a secondary script so that even if I'm not streaming and I'm not running the game, I can still process this data, just so that I don't miss the data. I'd feel bad if I mean, it's bad enough if I skip streaming 4 days in a row, but it's even worse if by doing so I actually lose data from the game. That would be awful. Mesri, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Thank you. Alright, I guess I won't worry about that too much, because the other stuff is working. Like, we got these 2 coming through fine. So I will not worry about that for now, because everything else seems to be working. Alright, so when these messages come through, what we'll check is, so we loaded in all our data. So hypothetically now in our dictionary we have, why isn't everybody, I put in a feature called lurk mode, or stealth mode, where players don't automatically get name tags showing up above their head. Everyone who's here has a player in the game corresponding to their character. Or they have a character in the game corresponding to them, rather. But it only shows up if the player chooses to participate in the channel. So if you choose to just show up and like just watch, if you just want to be a lurker or just, stay in stealth mode, that is your prerogative, and that is everyone's prerogative. I don't like keep track of that data between restarting the script, so every time I restart the script, people go back into stealth mode. Is what that's about. Yeah. Okay, so if you're not seeing your name tag and you want to see your name tag, the easy way to break stealth mode is just to talk in chat. So that's one way to accomplish that. Or like participate in an event, or yeah, those are the only 2 ways. Sorry, I have been restarting the script a lot today, but uh, everyone's a lurker until they choose not to be a lurker. Like it's just everyone starts in stealth mode. When you enter the room, you enter in that mode, and so then the other thing is when I restart the script, everyone goes back into that mode. And because I'm restarting the script a lot today, sorry, it'll happen a lot, but it's a temporary condition. It doesn't affect anything about gaining experience. It doesn't affect anything except showing your name tag. It just literally doesn't like yeah, okay. Uh, oh yeah, that's the other thing. As soon as you say something in chat, it like queues you up to appear on screen as soon as possible. So except for stream delay, it's pretty instantaneous as to coming out of lurk mode. So, all right. So what we're doing here? Oh yeah, so we're searching for hashtags basically, and we're doing it in tweet.text. And then so for I don't know, li in research. Oops, that's not what we call it. Research. We will check if li in what yeah, so okay, so we already checked if the in reply to status ID is a key in participation dictionary. So we'll take participation dictionary and plug in the in reply to status ID. And we'll use that as the index in our participation list. Participation list. So this is the event that we're trying to reference, and we're checking if any of the action tags that the player used in the text of their tweet is in the actions list for this event. It's actions, right? It's not action. It's actions. Yes, participation actions. Good. And if so, oops, wrong line. If so, we can, well, the last thing we'll do is break, because we don't have to keep looking for more action, whatever. Why are there, oops, I didn't delete the extra one. All right, what is it saying? Oh, if I forgot to put the colon at the end of this line. There we go. Right, it's better, good. So the, yeah, this is okay, so we're not out of the woods yet, because now what we have to check is the duration of the event relative to the timestamps of both of these tweets. So if all right, so if participation list dot duration, if this is greater than the duration is greater than or equal to the what? So it's yeah, so it's oh wait. Oh, I have to get, oh, you know what? I either have to get the timestamp of the event tweet now, or I have to have gotten it already, because I need it at this time. So I think what I should do is, after I'm done loading in all the participation data, I should get it then. Because otherwise I have to make another call every time I process a tweet, hypothetically. And that's probably way too many calls. Twitter likes it if you don't make too many calls. So what I can do, instead of checking each one whenever, I can alright, so yeah, so I have the duration value. And I'm not gonna save out this actually, I could just save out this value. Wait, why don't I just save out this value in the first place? And then I don't have to save out the duration. No, I do still have to save out the duration. I can just save this value out in the first place. Yeah, I think that's the, I think that's the correct way to go. I could have just looked it up whenever I started. Well, hmm. I could check on startup because earlier I was talking about like what if tweets get deleted, and if I check this on startup, then I could use that as also the opportunity to check if the tweet is still valid. But no, like I was saying earlier, it's not necessary to check on startup because we actually know this information. We don't like if you know information, use the information you know. Don't bother like making up new information. Uh, so yeah, no, all we have to do is we have to keep track of when we. All right, so the the tweet gets created here. And when the tweet gets created, we have to keep track of. Right, we can reference the tweet here. Right, in fact that's what we're doing here. Oh yeah, okay. So and we're also referencing it in the participation dictionary. So yeah, so at this time, the participation dictionary. I'll just not even. I'll just not even. Add it yet. I'll just directly say like PTCP list new ev participation ID blah blah blah. This whole shebang. Wait, where does this even get set? The participation ID. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, this whole business here. We'll just say participation list, new participation ID, dot, 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 blah, 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 is dot start time equals equals. So the reason I'm not just like checking the time, I'm actually asking the tweet what time it is so that when I get because I'm comparing to the timestamps on two tweets, so I want to make sure they use the same time scale. So yeah, that's not going to be susceptible. I hope. I mean, I really hope that's not susceptible to like daylight savings or anything like that. Like, I hope. Huh? I should probably look into that. Oh, but it's not very descriptive here. All it says is created at. Wait, created at in seconds is read only, but created at is not read only? Does that mean I can change the timestamp of a tweet if I felt like it? That doesn't make sense. Created at. Relative created at? What do these things mean? What are they mean? I should probably check the Twitter official docs because it'll probably say there. I just want to make sure it's not like converting it to like local time or anything, or not statuses update. Stat. What's it? No, I just want to look at Twitter's definition of a status object. Don't give me this slashy thing. Just of course it doesn't exist. It'd be way too useful if it just existed. Oh, I can just so get status. Get statuses show ID or whatever. Maybe this will describe a. This might describe a status object. Maybe, please. No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Oh, example result. There we go. All right, created at. What? Does it always say plus? Oh, interesting. Well, I guess yeah. It's also important to know Twitter's datetime format because, for example. Oh wait. Yeah, because I can't. I was thinking of just doing like subtraction and addition on these things, but I don't know if I can do subtraction and addition on this format. So, is this their date format? I mean, it seems to be. But then, so what is this +0 business? Is that the time zone indication? I don't, I don't know. I might just, in order to get a sense of like what exactly these data points are, I'll probably, for starters, just want to print them. So, where is the part where we process these tweets? Yeah, so I'm just gonna comment out the thing that we're working on right now, and I'm going to, well, for one thing, I'm gonna bring down the script for a second. I'll bring it back up shortly. Pardon. Like I said, I'm bringing the script up and down a lot. I apologize. So yeah, so instead of just printing text, let's print text, and also tweet dot. So what were the options? Like created at in seconds, relative created at. I just want to see what these things are exactly. So created at, and I don't think it hurts to tell a string to be a string. So I'm just going to tell everything to be a string, just in case it's not a string already. Because like created at in seconds doesn't sound like it'd be a string. Alright, so created at plus, I mean it could be, I don't know. Chow chow. I say weird things when I don't have anything actually to be saying. It's a defect of my face that I discovered, but my face was past warranty when I realized it, so unfortunately this is the face I'm stuck with. Alright, so then the last one was relative created at. Okay. Relative created at. Save that. And alright, so yeah, this is all commented out, so nothing's really changed here. Oh, except I introduced an error up here. I should probably resolve the error before. So yeah, start time equals what? I guess I'll hold off on this as well for now, until I know what I'm dealing with a little bit better. All right, so run the script, and it should come. It should. So all I really care about right now is that it comes back with those. Oh, I should have given it longer to cool down because it's like almost ready. Okay, so Dawson Twitter. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna put this in a place where it's not gonna keep moving around because that log is impossible to like look at because it keeps moving. Okay, so. Oh, okay, the relative time is the about a day ago thing. Oh, that's cute. Cool. Alright, so the seconds? What are these seconds relative to? Like... Are these really, like, just seconds that count back to the origin of Twitter or something? Like, hold on. I'm just curious to know, like, how many, like, years ago was... how many, like... I don't... Seconds... What is that? Yeah, what is that seconds relative to? It's like 14, 23, 49, 7, or 497, 617. So divided by 60 is going to give us minutes. It's a lot of minutes. Divided by 60 is going to give us hours. It's a lot of hours. Divided by 24 is going to give us days. Wow. Divided by 365, it's going to give us years. So, yeah. Wait, that's just from, like, 4 years ago. Twitter's older than 4 years. Maybe 4 years ago was when they added in the seconds feature. But, I don't know. Maybe I should just use seconds, because, that seems fine, actually. Like, I don't plan on keeping this data around longer than a day. So... Or no, I mean not... Longer than several days, I guess. Because, like, I'm thinking the time frame should be... I'm thinking that the time frame should be a little bit longer. Yeah, because of how the data gets processed. But, yeah, so I'm thinking, like, at this point, probably seconds. I'll probably just go with seconds. So created at in seconds or whatever. Oh. Well, I'm still a little creeped out about time zones and stuff. But I guess I can, like, I can keep an eye on that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do there exactly. I just like, I don't know. I don't have any specific cause to think that it's not going to use the correct, like it's going to start comparing them across time zones or something like that. I'd just be disappointed if it did. Okay. I'd be disappointed and then I'd have to fix it. So I'd be actively disappointed. Start time equals what is it? It's oh yeah, so new tweets. We'll just use the first of all of them. New tweets index 0 dot created at in seconds. I think it was called created at in seconds. Yes. Okay. It's just really funny that that value is read only, and the other ones are not. Sorry. All right. So we also have to save this out when we save the participation. So let's go back. Let's go down here where we save the participation, and we'll do what with it? We'll say, wait, what's this other part where we reference participation? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We add players to the participation list when they're in the late dictionary. We just don't save that yet. So save PTCP list or data, whatever. And that's the part where we just like patch them in. We don't go crazy with setting that up there. So actually, I guess I guess we don't actually. All right. Well, so we could when we save out this data, we could save it out. No, we'll just save out both data points. I was gonna say we could save it out as the combined data point, like because we have the difference and we have the start time, so we could just save out the. No, we could do that. We could totally just do that. Kind of reverse like what we had done earlier. So, all right. So let's the event start time. We need to keep track of that. We need to keep track of frame time, or we need frame time because the full equation is what now? It's PTCP list index. What is it? It's PTCP list index curve participation ID dot oh yeah, wait, hold on. How do we Oh, weird. Okay, right. Yeah, so, okay, it's weird how we're keeping track of this data. Jorisk Day is Jorisk's birthday. So, hey, Mr. Early, how's it going? Welcome. Well, fortunately, I don't swear a lot, so. Okay. No, it's weird how we keep this data, because we don't actually know the end time of the event until the end of the event. Which is, I guess, not inherently weird, but so sometimes we have to process it. Huh. Yeah, no, that is just weird. Because sometimes when we're processing tweets, sometimes, yeah, I talked about this earlier. Sometimes we're processing tweets on the active event, and sometimes no, when we process tweets. Whoa, weird. Yeah, we can be processing tweets on an event that's currently active or an event that's not active. But we could be processing a tweet on an event that's not active from a tweet that came in when the event was active, or a tweet that came in afterwards. So I was just sorry, that like just bent my brain for a second, and I think it's back in one piece though now, because I'm pretty sure what I want to do is just keep track of. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm not going to keep track of the current tweet start time or whatever as part of the. Yeah, no. Okay, right. Okay, here's what I'm doing differently than how I just set that up. I'm going to when creating the event, I'm not going to set the created at in seconds. There's no start time thing. I never added in a start time, so it's a good thing that I. So no, this is actually global event start time. Yes. Okay. um. So. Wait, what did I just do? So yeah, so we don't have to. Oh yeah, so you're right. Okay, so we're not setting this to that. We're setting event start blah, 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 event start time to this, and we're not setting event start time when we initiate the event. We're not. Whoops! Wait, no, that was when we initialize it. Not when we initialize the event. So wait, where's the part where we initialize the event? That would be. That'd be a little further down. Yeah, okay, because then now we basically just have to handle the case where sometimes events don't have a. Oh, did I rename? I renamed what it's called in the event, right? It's not called duration anymore. It's called. Oh, it's still called duration. So no, I should change this to end time, I guess. Back to what it was. Wait, I still wasn't referencing duration anywhere, was I? Let me just double check. Oh no, I was referencing duration places. Why was I referencing duration? Right, because I had to load it in. So that's easy enough to change. Right, okay. So let's change that real quick. Start time. Or no, end time. Okay. How many lines of code do I have so far? Last time I checked, it was over 250. Wait, no, it was over 2,500. Yeah. All right. Right now we are at 2,600, almost to 2,700. Yeah. That's not what's confusing about this. The fact that, like, time travel is just inherently confusing. So we're like reading, I don't know. These are messages like sent through time and space, and that's what's confusing about this. for the record. Wait, did I not call it end time? What did I call it? Oh no, I just didn't change the name yet. All right, so I'm referencing it as end time other places, so I should call it end time. Participation end time. So I'll set end time as like -1 for starters, and then I can check. Oh wait, technically this should be like -1.0. Yeah, and then I can check like if end time is less than 0. Because if end time is less than 0, then we know the event is active. So if the event time is less than 0, or if the right, okay, so the thing that we were working on, so if the participation whatever end time is less than 0, or the tweet time is less than the end time. So the tweet time in current time was it created at in seconds, I think was what it's called. Created at in seconds, yeah. Okay, so or if tweet, was it called tweet? No, what's it called? Yeah, tweet. Tweet dot created at in seconds. Okay, so that handles the condition where the tweet is a direct response to the current event that's happening, or it was the response to an event which had been current at the time the tweet was input. If that makes sense. Oh wait, no, these are actually two different cases. So actually, yeah, so it should be if else if. Yes, because we have to handle these very differently. We have to in one of the cases we have to handle that. In one of the cases we have to handle that that the event is like in progress, and this is literally affecting the results of the current event. So how do we typically do that? It's pretty straightforward. Oh wait, it's like it's not completely straightforward because the other thing, oh my gosh, the other thing is like multi events are different. No, this is fine. We can do this. We can do this. We're just gonna loop over research while looping over research already, which is fine because we don't loop over research very much. It's just okay. All right. Sorry. So in the case that end time is less than 0, that means it's the active event. So we have to check if cur ev dot multi, and then we have the else case. I'm not going to retype all of this. I'm just going to crib it from the other place that we do something similar. And it's not that complicated. It's just a little complicated, I guess. Oh yeah. So the other thing is like this is the point where we have to add these Twitter players, to the player dictionary. Ooh, all right. So this is this is a fun one. Oh, also just for bookkeeping, for the sake of bookkeeping, I've technically moved on from actually from load and update participation data to actually process incoming tweets, because these two are very connected at this point. Like this is the point where I have to be like working on both of them at the same time. Oh, sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. Is it currently possible to die in this game? Sure, yeah, you just died, Micro Awesome, but you came back to life because you got saved by an angel or something. So totally possible. See, it just happened. No, it's so the game is narrative driven, or like it's like yeah. So the framework that I've set up with this game is basically like what you would see in something. Oh, sorry. Whenever I drag the screen, the graphics freeze. Kind of what you would expect in like a tabletop role playing game, like Dungeons and Dragons or something, wherein like yeah, like anything's possible. Like literally anything can happen. Like you can like go to the moon for no particular reason if you want to. So. Yeah, okay. It's enough on that topic. I'm going to slide this over just so that I don't keep touching it and making it freeze back. So, okay, that's better. What am I... Oh, sorry, something silly just occurred to me, but it just occurred to me I could... Oh, I don't know if I can. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just going to check something really quick. It just occurred to me like I could change my screen setup so that my monitor used a chroma key. Yeah, I can totally use a chroma key on my monitor if I want to, and I could I could green screen. Alright, sorry, that was alright. I won't get distracted by that. I could just change the stream setup so that instead of having like the side quest logo in the background, I could have like anything in the background because I could green screen. Okay, sorry. Right. Sorry. What was I working on? All right. If sorry. If I'm a little distracted by that, but I'll keep working. If right. Oh yeah, I was gonna go back. I was going to do the section where I process this data typically, and plug this in. That's another point of where we process this data. So it's pretty far down because I've added a lot to the script and everything. But this is the part where No, this is the, is this it? No, that's when we add players to the player dictionary. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have to start tackling the player dictionary, which is a little intimidating, but I'll, I'll deal with it. Um, oh yeah. Alright, so this is it. So like I was saying, if cur of multi, we, we have to handle the situation a little bit differently. But the other thing that's happening here is like the other stuff that we have to do as well. The overtime business, the if actually maybe I'll skip overtime. Like maybe tweets won't do the same thing. No, no, that's valid. Overtime is valid for incoming tweets. Overtime is like how the automated system. Oh no, tweet. No, yeah, no, we don't have to worry about overtime because, right? Because the tweets don't work with the automated system. Right. Okay. Got that under control. So for key in research, right? So again, like kind of like what we're doing up at we have to. Oh, oh, we don't loop over research twice. We loop over curve actions while looping over research, even though research is a list of hypothetically research is a list of actions. But anyways, all right. So yeah, so I can skip the overtime thing, and then so really actually the only other thing that I need to do is the if name not in player dictionary thing. But I need to oh yeah, no, I don't have to change how. Oh, the add player thing. I will change the add player thing, not because I need to change how players used to get added to the dictionary, but like the new way to add players to the dictionary is a lot weirder. And I have to change the format of like player data. Woof. This is fun. This is fun. We're having fun. I knew this was going to be a pretty big system, but I anticipated it'll be fun. So for starters, I'm gonna put like basically I'm gonna copy all of this stuff, even though I just said like a lot of it is not useful. All right, so this is like the gist of what we're doing, except shift tab. Okay, so for one thing, we're not dealing with name here. If anything, we're dealing with twit dot. How do you get the name of a? How do you get the name of a Twitterer? We do user. That's gotta be it, right? Yeah. So twit dot user, and actually let's check the format of that too. So in the part where we're just like printing stuff, let's I'm gonna restart the script real quick. Yeah, sorry. So just 1 second. I'm gonna bring it down because I'm gonna I just want to check that it's formatted. Like I assume it'll be formatted with the @ symbol and then the username, but it might be formatted without the @ symbol or like in some other way. And so I just need to make sure the @ symbol's there because I'm pretty sure the @ symbol is how we'll differentiate between Twitter users versus Twitch users. And we even added a shiny @ symbol to our character dictionary, or for our font dictionary. So we're all set to display those things too. Oh, that actually, it just occurs to me. I need to know how long you can make a Twitter name. Oops, no, go away. Because it might, hypothetically, it might bump up our character limit. Currently, like a Twitch name can be 25 characters long. Hopefully it's less than 25 characters. Whoops, I should not be showing this on stream. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm just switching over to Facecam for a second, just to see how long I can make this before it like balks. 0, 1, 2. Oh, wait, no, not 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, only 15. Okay, good. So we're golden. That's fine. That is just delightful. In fact, my favorite. 15. It's a very good number. Not my favorite, but it's a very good number. Not literally my favorite. All right. So tweet dot user. That's got to be a string, right? I'm not going to bother telling that to be a string because it's got to be a string. Unless it's an ID. I don't know. I'll tell it to be a string just in case. Because the delightful thing about this whole situation, I don't know, maybe it's just a Python thing. Like if you try and print something that's not a string, it doesn't try and make it a string. It just it just tries to print it anyways. Even if there's a perfectly valid way to make it a string, it just crashes is what it does. Like it's just all right. Save that. I'll give the script a second to cool down, and in the meantime, I'll change this stuff. Right, because like I said, event played equals true, not relevant. Event played. Actually, what do we do event played for? Is there any reason we should be keeping track of event played? I'm pretty sure we only keep track of event played to know whether, like, because the automated system manages like the duration of the event, and it keeps the event open until someone has played the event. Oh. Yes, no, it is important. I do want to keep track of that. Because, yes, okay, so I will set it to be true. Yeah, okay, right, sorry. I was just like, I don't know, time travel, man. Time travel is creepy. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. I should get rid of initiative bonus like altogether. Like I used to have this thing initiative bonus where you got an extra bonus point if you responded to the event like really fast. I cut it a long time ago, and I could probably just cut it completely. Like it's still just like hanging out in code. It just commented it out, the whole section that processes it. Or did I actually delete it? No, I didn't even comment it out. I only commented out the part where, yeah, I only commented out that one little bit, that part where actually it ever gets set to true, and the rest of it is just like just never gets called because yeah. You are not the only person that despises Kanye West. Zero. I assure you, there are many people who despise Kanye West. All right, sorry. Brief aside. So the rest of this is legit, except we have to change, right, so anytime it references name, actually, yeah, hold on, I'll restart the script now so I can get the answer to that question as to, like, well, like how this username is formatted, because we either use the name or we have to convert the name into a different value, and then what the heck is going on here? What? What the heck is going on here? What is all this like? Oh, because the user is not adjusted the name of the user. The user is like the entire user? No. What? Hold on. What? What is this about? Wait, I don't need to be looking at that right now. This is like, oh wow, look at all those things. So it's not just tweet.user, it's tweet.user.name. Because, oh no, not even .name. Because like, because this is like their display name. Wow, look at all this stuff. Wait, why does it get all of this information? Why does it get all of this information? We don't need nearly this much information. Where's just, where's, this gives us like almost everything except for exactly what I was hoping to get out of this. Which is the part, oh, RPG graph, there it is. Yes, screen name. Okay. Okay, cool. So user.screenname is actually what we want here. Sorry, I'm just going to restart the script again. So twit.user .screen name should be legit. And so I guess actually I do want to put the at, sorry, I'm just going to restart the script just to check that worked real quick. And then I want to put the at symbol. Yes, untrusty bard, RPG craft, good. Oh, so I want to lower it too, because I'm not doing case sensitivity yet. And yeah. Okay, Excuse me. All right, so hold on. I'm going to bring the script down for another second. I'll bring it back up again shortly, and it will work and stuff. The funny thing about the script is that if I bring it up too soon, like I just did, it won't. Twitch IRC won't tell me who's playing the game, and that's a fun. I don't know. The game's less fun when people aren't allowed to play it. I don't know why Twitch IRC does that. It just doesn't like me, I guess. I don't know. All right. So yeah. I guess once we know we're going to be by this point we know we're going to be, like, this user is like doing something. So I'm just going to say like name equals the @ symbol. Oh, can you put the @ symbol in file names? I hope. Like, it's not going to complain if I have like Twitters, I don't know, tweeters, I don't know. I'll probably change the name of that, but yeah, because usually I sort by the name. So is it gonna get annoyed if I like call this like RPG craft or whatever? No, okay, that seems legit. It seems like, well, I spelled it wrong, but other than that, it seems like I can use the @ symbol in the folder name. And I guess technically I wouldn't have to use the @ symbol in the folder name anyways, because this is a separate folder. And I could just use the regular name. But so yeah, no, it's just convenient to be able to use it like that. So this @ symbol plus tweet.user.screenname. Oh, but that can change. On Twitter, you can change your screen name really easily. So is there a better number I could be, is there like a better piece of data that I could be using? Like, is there like a hard ID or something? ID. Maybe I should go by ID instead. Probably. Yeah. I'm gonna see what Twitter has to say about this. Twitter dev user.id. Users. What? Created at? Users have a created at field? I guess so, sure. Whenever their account was created. ID. The integer representing the unique identifier for this user. Alright, so I should probably save the data based on the user ID, and then save what their name is. So when do I want to use which? I guess the only thing I actually really want to use their name for is when I show it on screen. And then at pretty much every other situation I want to use their unique ID instead. I guess. That seems fun. So, alright, so... Huh. Interesting. Alright. So, what are we gonna do here? Oh, wait. Hold on. I still need to differentiate between, I still need to differentiate though, because, you could hypothetically... This could, like, this number, this ID number could hypothetically be someone's Twitch name. It'd be a weird Twitch name, but, like, there's nothing to stop someone from just choosing a random string of numbers as their Twitch name. So maybe I'll still concatenate the @ symbol for no particular reason. I could keep a separate dictionary, but that seems... Nah. No, I'll just concatenate, like, the @ symbol, I guess. It's really easy to index substrings in Python, so... Alright, so actually, yeah, so name equals... yeah, not screen name, though. Twit user... ID. Yeah. Alright, and then I guess we can use name through all these places. Add player, name... Yeah, so we have to change add player. And actually, before I go further with this, I might want to I want to add player. I'll do the scripts down, right? I'll bring the script back up before I'll comment this section out again. Because again, it's still not ready for prime time. Save that, run the scripts, just have the game back up and running. And then I'll change add player because it's weird. It's really weird what we're gonna do now instead.